Hello friends, welcome to edusathi.com, your partner in education. This lecture is on cause-effect statements. This is a very simple topic with very few tricks, small amount of practice, and you can score very heavily in this. This topic you can encounter in almost all the exams, a part of verbal logic, a reasoning section. You can encounter 3 to 5 questions of this topic. So a little amount of practice and you can master all the nuances of this topic. Let's see what exactly is cause effect. Cause can also be called as reason, effect is called the result. So every result will have some reason behind it. So in this question you will be given two statements, statement A and statement B. You will be asked, do they share a cause-effect relationship between them? As in, if either of the statement is the reason for the another statement to be the result. One would be the cause, one would be the effect. Then, in case they are not sharing a common relation, if case there is no cause-effect relation existing between them, then whether they are both effects of independent causes or the same cause. As in, one cause is giving out two effects. Both the statements are effects of a common cause, or one cause giving one effect, or both the statements are effects of independent causes. So you are given four options. One would be statement A is the cause, B is the effect, or B is the cause, A is the effect, or both are effects of some common cause, this option C, or both the statements are effects of independent causes. This is very rarely used because it creates a lot of confusion. So you will usually get four options which are A, B and C, D. So how you have to approach this topic and how you have to find the answers. First of all, you have to contemplate whether the given statements have some relation or not. You can always find, do they have some common link? Do they have some common part? If related, then randomly put therefore before one sentence and because before the another one. It means because A, therefore B, or it could be because B, therefore A. These are the only two options possible. So in case there is a relation, either of these two statements would be true. In case no sense prevails, you try the first, this one. In case no sense prevails with this, you try the second one. Interchange the because and therefore. This is called because and therefore test. So what you need to check, whether there's a valid relation between these two given statements or not. The effect should be a logical conclusion of the cause. As in, under normal circumstances, this cause should be sufficient to produce this effect. Again, you need to check whether it's a necessary or sufficient. Necessary means for the effect to happen, cause is very important factor. This could be a single cause giving out multiple effects. For any of the effect to happen, this cause is necessary to happen. But in case there are multiple causes bringing out a same effect, then each of this cause is sufficient to bring about the effect. So you need to check whether it's a necessary condition, this is called necessary condition, or it's a sufficient condition given to you. The effect, then the next statement, the effect should be in proximity to the cause. It's never as the reason is happening today and the result is coming out 10 years later. So the effect and cause are so widely separated over the timeline that we are not never sure that whether the effect is of the same cause or not. Okay, let's look at a few examples. Statement 1 says, today the prime ministers of country A and B met and decided to strengthen the mutual relations. Another statement says, next week the delegations from country A and B will meet to discuss and improve upon the relations between these two countries. So you need to find which is a cause statement, which is a effect statement in case there is a relation between these two statements. Now you can see that the given timeline, today something has happened between country A and B, next week something is going to happen between A and B. This makes it relatively simple to contemplate a relation between statement 1 and statement 2. From this we can see, because today something has happened between country A and B, therefore something will happen between A and B. Today the PMs have decided to strengthen the mutual relations, therefore the delegations from these countries will meet to discuss upon the further relationship between these two countries. So we can say statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is the effect. Right? So this was a relatively simple question for understanding. The timeline is making it pretty simple. Let's take another example. Statement 1 says, the price of electronic products including computers have seen a decline due to a stronger rupee. Statement 2, number of students joining computer courses is increasing. Now both these statements are dealing with computers or electronic products. One is saying that electronic products including computers are becoming cheaper. Second says the number of students joining computer courses is increasing. Now is there a common relation between these two statements? Just think about it. So can we use a because and therefore test, that because the number of students joining computer courses is increasing, therefore the products are becoming cheaper, or because the products are becoming cheaper, therefore the number of students joining computer course is increasing? Both these things are not making any sense. Another hint that you can use is statement 1 is in present perfect. Statement 2 is in present continuous. So both these statements do not follow a common timeline. And a test is also failing, the because therefore test. So can you find a common cause? No. There is no common cause. Both are independent statements. Therefore, this statement is an effect of an independent cause, and this statement is also an effect of an independent cause. I hope you are getting this cause and effect statements. Let's take another example. Mohan's mother served him food. Mohan gobbled the food. This seems a pretty straightforward one. So, is there a common relation between the two? Can we use the because and therefore test? Let's try. Because Mohan's mother served him food, therefore Mohan gobbled the food. Making sense? Yes. But I want you to ask yourself a question. Whenever you are served food, will you eat it? That's a tricky question. You might be full, you just have eaten food, and if you are again served, you may not eat. So we know there is a relation, but it is not making a logical sense. So what we can say, though it is seeming that because Mohan was served food, he gobbled it, but both these statements are effects of a common cause. The common cause is that Mohan is hungry. Because Mohan is hungry, therefore Mohan's mother served him food. Mohan is hungry, therefore Mohan gobbled the food. So here a single cause is giving out two effects. One effect is his mother serving him the food, another is Mohan gobbling up the food. So we have this example wherein a student Ram is studying in the one of the best colleges of India, and second, Ram is fluent in English. What do you think? Is there a relation between these two statements? That because Ram is fluent in English, therefore he is studying in the best college of India, or because Ram is studying in the best college of India, therefore his English is fluent? In case you think, there is not much a reason and a result statement that could be used here. Just because you are good in a language cannot guarantee a seat. Same way, just because you are in a good college doesn't mean you are fluent in English. So we don't have a relation, a cause-effect relation between these two statements. Then we check another thing, whether they have a common cause or not. This is our second step. You'll find a possible cause could be Ram is hardworking. But just because you are hardworking doesn't mean you will become fluent in English, because this is a quality that you have and this is an achievement that you have got. So we can conclude that both these statements are effects of independent causes. The diagram that could be made is one cause giving rise to an effect, one cause giving rise to an effect. So this is how you can solve example number 4. Let's see another example. Statement 1 says the policeman resorted to lathi charge. Statement 2 says the workers on strike got angry and pelted stones at policemen. Now, the policemen are involved in both the statements, so there might be a relationship, but again let's see. Use the because and therefore test. Because policemen resorted to lathi charge, therefore the workers on strike got angry and pelted stones at policemen, could be a possibility. Let's reverse it. Because the workers on strike got angry and pelted stones at policemen, therefore the policemen resorted to lathi charge. Well, this is also possible. So how to decide? What could be a cause and what could be an effect? You can get a hint from a word resorted to. You always resort to something as an reaction to a certain action. The policemen started lathi charge, therefore the workers got angry and pelted stones. But here it's written resorted. So you are solving something. What is that? You are when stones are thrown at you. So we can say because the workers on strike got angry and pelted stones, therefore the policemen resorted to lathi charge. So we can say that statement 2 is the cause and statement 1 is the effect. Right? This is what you need to do. You just need to check the options. Which option is saying statement 2 is the cause, statement 1 is the effect. Mark that option as the correct option. Another example. Statement 1. Rakesh represented India in the long jump at the Olympics. Rakesh secured admission at the most prestigious college of India. A very similar example that we have done, example number 4. Here, an achievement is that you have represented your country in the Olympics. Another is you have secured admission at a very, very good college. Are they related? Seems so. But in case you use the because and therefore test, because Rakesh has represented India in long jump at Olympics, therefore he will get admission. Well, that's questionable. Then, because Rakesh secured admission, therefore he represented India in the long jump, again not possible. So our first test fails. There is no relation between these two statements. So now we have to see whether both these statements have some common cause or not. Could there be a common cause that Rakesh is very hardworking and a sincere student? If yes, Rakesh is very, very hardworking, a sincere, therefore he has represented here. He is good in sports. He is also hardworking and good in studies, therefore he has secured admission in a college also. So this seems more reasonable than a very, very independent causes. So we can say that both these statements are effects of a common cause. The effect being the cause being Rakesh is a hardworking, a sincere fellow who is trying very hard to excel at sports and at studies. So here the diagram would be a common cause giving out two effects. Another example. Statement 1 says Raju is known to crumble under pressure of big matches. Statement 2, Raju lost the final in state championship. So a fact is known beforehand and a result has happened somewhere. We know something about Raju and we have witnessed a event. So is there a common relation? Let's use a because and therefore test. Because Raju lost the final in state championship, therefore Raju is known to crumble. Not making any sense. Let's try it the other way around. Because Raju is known to crumble under pressure of big matches, therefore Raju lost the final in state championship. Now this seems to be a possible cause. If statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is the effect, that we know this thing, therefore this thing can happen. This is a sufficient, I repeat the word, sufficient cause, that if he is known to do this thing, it may have caused this thing. So statement 1 could be the cause and this cause can lead to this effect. I hope you understood this example well. So please do few questions from the exercise that is given at our website, and you can master this topic and can score good marks in cause-effect statements. Thank you.